Hello everyone, Adam here, and today I will be talking about Super Mario 3D All-Stars. As usual, this will just be a short impressions of the game. For the full written review, check out NoobFeed.com by clicking the link in the description. So on to the video. Super Mario 3D All-Stars brings 3 incredible Super Mario titles to modern audiences. This includes Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. However, despite this being a huge celebration of Mario's 35th anniversary, it falls short of what should be one of the best games ever released because they simply re-released the titles without any type of distinct features that make them unique from the original titles. So you can choose between 3 of the acclaimed titles from the start. You're provided with the release date of the game along with a short demo and a summary of the overall story for that game. And of course, you can also listen to the entire soundtrack for all 3 games. Load times are extremely short. Once you select the title, you can get into the game within seconds of it loading in. So Super Mario 64 will likely be the first game that lots of people will experience, and it should be the first game you experience to showcase how far we've come in just 2 decades. Mario has come to Peach's castle to enjoy some cake, but upon arriving finds out that Bowser has taken control of the castle and all of its power stars. Mario must retrieve all the stars and rescue Peach from Bowser. Despite the game being 20 years old, Super Mario 64 still holds up today. It is the pinnacle of 3D platforming and one of the most groundbreaking games in entertainment. Many people take reference from Super Mario 64 when crafting 3D platformers, as it did create one of the first foundations for 3D adventures. It does provide players with the full control of Mario, given ample ways of how you want to complete objectives through creative use of the skills provided. There's a straight path provided for each objective, but players have found ample ways to complete objectives thanks to years of experimentation. While Nintendo maintained the classic game, they could have gone further. Super Mario 64 does not include widescreen support, which is an issue and something a lot of players expect for re-releases of classic games, as they should. This game is over 20 years old and modders have figured out how to stretch the screen while making the gameplay look extremely distorted, so the fact that Nintendo couldn't do it seems a little strange. It just seems like they just copy and pasted the game for the Nintendo Switch. You also have to fiddle with the old N64 camera, which while revolutionary for its time, is archaic for modern gaming. Nintendo also did not improve the draw distance for the N64 Classic, which is strange because you would expect the Switch to be able to render everything on the Super Mario 64 landscape instantly, but for some reason there's lots of pop-in, and yeah, it's just not that ideal. Granted, there are a bunch of more technical savvy people stating that these are just emulations, and it definitely shows, but I wish Nintendo went a bit further with this because, again, this is the 35th anniversary of Super Mario, one of the biggest characters in entertainment, and it just seems that they just copy and pasted Super Mario 64, which is still an extraordinary game. The game itself is fantastic, but as a re-release, they could have gone even further with this. So Super Mario Sunshine is the next title of this package. Mario, Peach, and the Toads have taken a vacation to the tropical island of Isle Delfino. While arriving, they find that the island is suffering from a huge pollution problem, and their guardians, the Shine Sprites, have scattered. Worst of all is that the person causing the calamity is impersonating Mario, which the islanders blame for the contamination. Mario, along with his new robotic friend, Flood, must clean the island, collect the Shine Sprites, and finally defeat the imposter. Like Super Mario 64, this is just a one-to-one replica of the GameCube Classic. Thankfully, the visuals for this game still hold up today, and the gameplay is as amazing as ever. The tropical landscape holds many secrets and lush locations, each teeming with variety. Replaying this game, I started to notice a lot of details that went above and beyond for such an incredible game, such as seeing distant locations of areas you will visit later on in the future, showcasing the collective nature of this entire island. Unlike Super Mario 64, where everything was isolated in paintings in separate realms, here everything feels connected and as one location. However, like Super Mario 64, the issues that plagued the original Super Mario Sunshine are still here, such as the notorious and infamous blue coins. Those familiar with the original game know that the blue coins were one of the most infamous collectibles within this otherwise stellar game. Trading 10 at a specific vendor would grant Mario a shine sprite, and these coins are hidden in elusive locations and placed in difficult to reach parts of the stages. Finding them and getting to these hard to reach areas is entertainingly challenging, but the issue is that the game does not explain which chapter within a level contains a blue coin. Since levels in Super Mario Sunshine alter based on which shine you're going after, this also changes whether a blue coin is in that area. There are no indications of this or a radar to help locate the coins, so if you're missing one, it can become a mind-numbing activity to search everywhere for this one coin. This can be incredibly frustrating if you plan to 100% the game without a guide. Thankfully, the internet does have plenty of those, but a system should have been implemented with this modern release, such as an indicator if there's a blue coin exclusive to this specific mission, or even a radar to locate these blue coins, because again, if you're missing just one blue coin, it can become incredibly problematic to locate it unless you have a guide. Super Mario Galaxy is the final game available. Mario is about to join Peach for the Star Festival, but Bowser appears and has taken Peach into space, leaving Mario in orbit as he conquers the galaxy. Mario is rescued by a star child named Luma, led by a woman in blue. She agrees to aid Mario to defeat Bowser, who has taken over the galaxy as stated. Those who played this amazing title on the Wii know that the game was built with the Wii Remote in mind. Amazingly, Nintendo has recreated these same controls with the Joy-Cons, which you can use either alone or connected to that gamepad. You can also use the Pro Controller easily. The star icon can be resetted into the central position of the screen at any time, making it way easier to recalibrate the icon at any time, which was a problem with the Wii release because you need to use that sensor and be at a very specific angle. It wasn't that problematic, but it was definitely noticeable. Here you can actually play it on any monitor, so you just hit one button and it automatically resets, which is terrific. Surprisingly, Super Mario Galaxy can match any game in terms of visual presentation and technical quality in the modern era. I was floored of how amazing this game still looks, with the same soundtrack being just as amazing as most AAA developers and publishers. Truly, Nintendo does put their all in these games, and it shows. Within that time period, each one of these games were groundbreaking in some way. So Super Mario 3D All-Stars delivers some of Mario's best adventures in one package, but it just doesn't have any notable improvement. The games alone are amazing. I want to make note of that. Each one of these is worth the asking price that Nintendo is asking for this title. But if you already own the original games, with the exception of Super Mario Sunshine, which was never re-released as far as I can tell, but yeah, these games are amazing and you should definitely play them, but Nintendo could have gone a little further. This is the 35th birthday of Super Mario. Why didn't they provide widescreen support for Super Mario 64? Why didn't they include new gameplay enhancements for Super Mario Sunshine? In fact, you can see this. They still use the same button prompts as seen in the GameCube release by the flood indicator. So there is a lot of things that Nintendo could have done to make this seem like a much more celebration package than just simply copy and pasting the games for players to enjoy. Again, these games are amazing, and I would recommend them to anyone who even has a slight interest in platforming titles. But nevertheless, I just don't understand why Nintendo just didn't go the extra mile, which is very bewildering considering this is literally Mario. Either way, those are my opinions on Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Incredible games, but as a re-release, they are sorely lacking. Tell me what you think in the comments below, leave a like, consider subscribing, check out the full written review, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, everyone.